Focus now. Yeah, Father, have mercy. Outrage has MTN malls, hikes in coals and Nigerians.
This is the network service of the NTA.
Ceremonies are such a joy, aren't they? From the traditional wedding to the white wedding, and there's also the court. And we know that different religions have different procedures, and the final outcomes are just that the couple tie the knot and they are together for the rest of their lives. Of course, we can't forget the proposal itself. You know, it's a thing of joy when somebody tells you, I want to take you to be my partner for the rest of my life. It's a big deal. But way back, many years ago, when a wedding was being prepared for, was being planned for, when the planning was set in motion, we had family and friends travel from different parts of Nigeria to come to the place where it will take place. You could see that aunties and uncles, cousins, friends will start to converge on the location, perhaps like a month or 2 weeks before the final wedding ceremony. The reason why they did that was to help to prepare the couple. They were involved in making of the dresses. They were involved in sending out the invitations. They were involved in arranging and setting the location, the interior decoration, the dress of the bride, the ashwebi selling, getting the money, getting the souvenirs. It was a family affair. Not so these days. Over time, events have become very big business for event planners and all the vendors that come right after, such that we now say we have a thriving wedding industry in Nigeria. And of course, if it's interesting, if it has great impact, if it's positive, if it will make us learn more about who we are and how we can even get better, we bring it to the fore here on Weekend Deal. And that's how we welcome you. Please be a part of the program today. My name is Thelma Obazo. We'll join Frima for the morning news, and when she's done, we'll take it up from there. Frima, good morning.
Good morning, Thelma. Good morning, Nigerians. Here is the morning news. And so we begin with stories from Jos. It was jubilation all the way for motorists in Jos as President Muhammadu Buhari inaugurated the 1.7 kilometers British-American flyover and dualization of Lamingo Road Junction, initiated and executed by the administration of Governor Simon Lalong. Prisla Grumnan reports.
Projects inaugurated virtually by President Muhammadu Buhari are the British-American flyover, the Radiodiagnostics Imaging Center at the Plateau State Specialist Hospital, as well as the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Staff College, JOS. The president, who commended Governor Simon Lalong for executing the people-oriented projects, expresses optimism that they will bring relief to citizens and also boost socio-economic activities in the state.
In all, there are about 35 projects that are being commissioned as part of the winding down of the state government. I must commend the governor for embarking on the construction of the British-American junction flyover, which is an idea that was conceived as far back as the time of Joseph Gomok and General Yakub Gawan. Having spent some part of my military years in Jos, I am very familiar with the British-American junction, which is a major gateway for motorists heading to northeastern part of the country.
Former head of state, General Yakubu Gawan, who performed the inauguration of the flyover on behalf of President Muhammadu Buhari, appreciates the government for making it a reality.
Use the opportunity to thank once again Mr. President for all the support he has personally given me in the last 8 years. Your encouragement and goodwill has given us room to record the achievements we are celebrating today, including the federal presence in terms of projects and appointments. In the same vein, I thank our father, General Yakubu Gawan, who believed in us from the first day and continue to give us the moral support and counsel to work for the people. I'm personally indebted to him.
The ultra-modern Plateau State High Court complex was inaugurated by the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Olukayode Ariwola, represented by the President Court of Appeal, Justice Monica Dongban Mentem. In Jos, Priscilla Grumnan, NTA News.
President Muhammadu Buhari says the new state-of-the-art presidential wing of the State House Medical Center will not only boost health infrastructure in the country, but also minimize medical tourism. The president, who stated this while on tour of the facility shortly after its inauguration, called for judicious use towards maximizing its benefit. State House correspondent Adamu Sambo reports.
Conceptualized 11 years ago, the presidential wing of the State House Medical Center was actualized by the Buhari administration within 12 months to provide top-tier medical services to the president, vice president, their families and VIPs. Equipped with the latest medical facilities and staffed by highly skilled healthcare professionals, the center offers a wide range of specialized services, including advanced diagnostics and treatments. During the tour, President Buhari, who interacted with the medical staff, expressed satisfaction with the fully equipped and operational facilities at the center, stating that in the past 8 years, holistic healthcare has been given a priority. First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Buhari, who accompanied the president, expressed her gratitude for the completion of the project, which she had advocated for 6 years when the president had to seek medical care abroad.
I'm quite happy, feeling fulfilled, though we're living, but all the same, we thank God that the project has come to reality. The hospital that's supposed to serve the first family is serving like 35,000 people, which is quite much. So that's why I insisted that we should have a VIP within the proximity of the presidential villa. This one is for the health and wellness of the first family. They don't need to go abroad now. They can only need to maybe fly in an expert to help our people, you know. So no need for any leader to spend months and months abroad because of healthcare.
Earlier, the State House Permanent Secretary, Tijani Umar, explained that the VIP facility is intended to be a one-stop shop for the provision of medical services to the VIPs.
It is expected that by ensuring that the end users are healthy and able to fulfill their duties to the nation, the facility will also support the overall stability in governance as well as the smooth functioning of government machinery. It will also be a yardstick for the provision of quality healthcare to all Nigerians.
The Permanent Secretary acknowledged the relentless efforts of President Muhammadu Buhari and expressed gratitude to the First Lady of Nigeria, Aisha Buhari, for her unwavering support and advocacy for the project.
All this was achieved due to the singular resolve and resilience of His Excellency, Mr. President, to address the long identified need for such a facility and to bequeath a worthy legacy in this regard. This facility is in every regard state of the art and a delight to any medical professional.
Contract for the construction of the facility, which occupies a floor area of 2,485 square meters across one suspended floor and a basement, was awarded to Julius Berger Nigeria PLC as a turnkey project after a rigorous evaluation process, and the site handed over to them in August 2021. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Critical compendia on President Muhammadu Buhari's state of repair, how Muhammadu Buhari tried to change Nigeria for good, and the legacy of the Muhammadu Buhari were formally presented to the public. President Nana Akufo-Addo of Ghana, who chaired the event, described the life of Muhammadu Buhari as an amazing story, expressing the belief that posterity will be kind to him for his genuine efforts at transforming Nigeria. State House correspondent again, Adamu Sambo, has the report.
The State of Repair, how Muhammadu Buhari tried to change Nigeria for good, written by Anthony Goldman, is an authoritative account of President Buhari's leadership and how far he traveled towards delivering on his promises of addressing the nation's fundamental challenges of security, economy, and corruption.
I would add that it should be required reading for every key member of the incoming administration, because the job of repairing the Nigerian state is unfinished.
The legacy of Muhammadu Buhari by Senator Abu Ibrahim, on the other hand, comprehensively documented the giant strides achieved in critical sectors of the nation's economy.
There are a lot of efforts put in place based on records in Naira and Kobo, in programs and in policies that defines how far Buhari had gone in these 8 years.
Ghanaian leader Nana Akufo-Addo, who chaired the public presentation of the books, said the work done by President Muhammadu Buhari in diversifying the nation's economy and defeating the scourge of Boko Haram in particular not only vindicated his choice by Nigerians, but enabled the continuity in office for the APC through the president-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
As leaders, we all have our high and low moments, but I have no doubt that prosperity will be kind to Muhammadu Buhari. West Africa, Africa, and indeed, the world will miss your leadership. The leadership of the military ruler turned consummate Democrat, who was extremely solicitous of Nigeria and Africa's interests, and who sought for principle in all decisions in which he took.
In their messages of goodwill, President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented by the Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima and Senate President Ahmed Lawan, acknowledged President Buhari's selflessness in service and genuine commitment to Nigeria.
The books documenting President Buhari's exemplary stewardship stand as the ultimate testament of gratitude any leader could hope to receive. Buhari has left us with a legacy that evokes a sense of patriotism. He has erected a legacy that shall resonate through countless generations of administrators.
We promise to continue to support the administration, the incoming administration of distinguished Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Will give him all the cooperation that he needs, because we believe that what we have done is to lay a very solid and strong foundation for him and his administration to come and continue to build from where you've stopped.
Nigerians from all walks of life later took turns to launch the two books in various sums of money. Organizers say proceeds of the launch will be utilized in a worthy cause to be determined by President Muhammadu Buhari.
And we shall tell our children on this drive over the Niger of our journey, one man made it see the light of day, a man whose humble frame casts the tall shadows on the corridors of this country's pathway to greatness. Muhammadu Buhari. Thank you for your service, sir.
From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Now, to tackle challenges associated with vaccines accessibility, particularly for children, the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency has relaunched the Gavi Direct funding to ensure universal coverage of child vaccination in the country. Zenret Dingmu reports.
Key players say will provide the necessary impetus to achieve desired results of equal access to vaccines in the near future.
We focused on achieving polio eradication, strengthening the routine immunization system, and revitalization of PHC in Nigeria.
You don't do a few things and then rest on your oar. It's a continuous exercise and service that all administrations must bear in mind.
Sustainable financing and clear accountability, we can and we will navigate the challenges of transitioning and maintaining the progress achieved so far in healthcare delivery.
If you can be trusted with our much, but the little that comes to you, more can be entrusted to you.
Besides vaccine accessibility, the agency also performed groundbreaking ceremony for its Abuja hub to further improve healthcare operations in terms of immunization logistics network and storage.
I believe that this initiative led by the Federal Ministry of Health and NPHCDA is going to change the way that we store and distribute vaccines in the country. It's going to have a massive impact in the health of children.
Partners at these all-important events emphasize that the success of the program depends on proactive efforts to ensure efficiency in implementation. In Abuja, Zenret Dingmun, NTA.
Nigerian conjoined twins successfully separated by Saudi Arabian doctors after being flown to the country on the orders of King Salman ibn Abdulaziz Al Saud.
I can't, because I'm so happy.
Umar Rayanu, father to the Nigerian conjoined twins, born in early 2022, giving gratitude to Almighty Allah prior to their departure to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for the operation. It was under the sponsorship of the Saudi monarch, King Salman bin Abdulaziz, through his Center for Humanitarian Aid and Relief. It is 5 months after the trip, and now the parents and Nigerians are most thankful as the twins are successfully separated.
We are proud that this operation is another added success to bring a smile on the face of the parents of Hasna and Husseina, and also a smile on all the people of Nigeria.
A Nigerian, Ahmad Haruna Zago, who was in company of the Saudi consul in Kano, Ahmad Al-Adamawi, during the December departure, thanked Allah for the good news. The twins are now undergoing a recovery period, after which they will be back in Nigeria. Aminu Umar, NTA News.
Nigeria's deputy defense advisors and attachés across the continent have been tasked to be abreast with the ongoing federal government's anti-corruption campaign and due process in the administration of public finance in their various missions. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa reports that the officers were charged at the closing ceremony of the 2023 conference at the Defense Intelligence Agency headquarters in Abuja.
Nigeria's deputy defense advisors and attachés at the 2023 Finance Conference to enhance their capacity in the management of public finance. This is to further broaden their knowledge in the ongoing drive to reposition the defense finance sections across the country.
I will also like to advise you to take due cognizance of the ongoing federal government anti-corruption campaign and due process in the administration of finance resources in your various missions. I am very much aware that the program also involves sessions on personal effectiveness and tips on how to be better ambassadors in discharge of your primary responsibilities as finance advisors and attachés in your various missions.
In-depth discourse was conducted on the need for transparency, probity, and accountability as a tool for effective public finance management. Similarly, there was in-depth discussion on improving the effectiveness of accounting system in the public sector, with the defense missions in perspective.
Deputy defense advisors and attachés from 25 defense sections attended the conference that is focused at ensuring the deployment of cutting-edge technology in collaboration with friendly forces to provide timely defense intelligence in support of the national security strategy. In Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
Up next, sports update.
The stage is now set for the maiden edition of the Wafubi Girls Nations Cup, scheduled to commence on Saturday in Ghana. Nigeria's women under-20 football national team Falconets are battle-ready to put up respectable performance. In the Nigeria Professional Football League, Shooting Stars of Ibadan will rekindle old football rivalry against Enyimba International, while Enugu Rangers will lay ambush for Rivers United in some of the star matches of the weekend. In grassroots football development, more than 400 players got the opportunity to showcase their talent via the platform created by Lagos-based football outfit PKE Football Club. French coach Bilal led others in the process of selecting players that are talented.
We have a couple of exports here in LA2 from the under-17s, to the under-20s of the national team.
In another news, it's the dawn of a new era as the National Institute for Sports Lagos, under the watch of Professor Olawale Morunkola, is setting standards and encouraging overall national development through sports. This explains pre-8th convocation activities in the institute, as 530 students are set to graduate on the 25th of May 2023. Same day, former Green Eagles captain Segun Odegbami, among other sports personalities, will be honored with fellowship of the institute.
This is the first time fellowship is being bestowed on people, in line with the tradition in many tertiary institutions.
In a related development, former Super Eagles player Seyi Olofinjana has emphasized the need to harness the potentials of the National Institute for Sports to increase the capacity of Nigerian coaches and managers to discover talent at the grassroots.
A lot of talent in this country, but again, where we fall foul is the educational background.
In another development, the need to galvanize sports at the grassroots through appropriate manpower informs the move by the Lagos State chapter of NAFA-SD to rejig leadership and recognize the efforts of members.
With this, credible leaders will be elected.
This is the focus as the association gathers for its congress in Lagos. With sports update, Olumide Guntola, NTA News.
Sports update concludes AM News, but don't go away. Weekend Deal continues with the gorgeous lady in red, Selma.
Thank you, Frama. Always great to listen to you as you disseminate information. And from the audio-visual, we go to print now. Leadership Weekend is